Hey, Scorpio, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, a lot of messages coming through, so I'm just going to dive in here. I'm getting here, sage please, sage please. So what this means is clearing the energy, clearing the space. Some of you have had or are in the midst of a major breakthrough, and I feel like you're clearing the energy, out with the old, in with the new. This is a time for exciting adventure, spontaneity, and letting old hurts, resentments, challenges, pains, anything that you have undergone in the past, it's time for you to let that go, because there's a rebirth, there's a renewal period happening here. I'm getting communication is key. Communication is important for you in the coming weeks, whether this is you getting honest with yourself, speaking your truth. This could be having a difficult conversation in order to clear the air. There is a lot going on between maybe you and another person, you and family, but I feel like you're trusting in your heart. You're trusting in what's coming through to you. A lot of you are highly spiritual beings, and you're receiving a lot of intuitive guidance. It wouldn't surprise me to see the High Priestess showing up in your reading, because there's some sort of truth that I feel like you're cutting or you're getting to the bottom of. And again, I keep hearing here, sage please. So you may be saging your space. You may be saging the energy of a person after they've left your home as well. Some of you, I'm getting preparation. So you may be preparing for travel, preparing for a move, preparing for a new beginning here. So let's dive in. You have the Axe card showing up in the recent past. This is that breakthrough energy. This is all about you chopping wood, getting to work, doing what you need to do to clear the energy, whether it's through some form of communication, whether it's through something physical. You may have cut someone out or cut someone off, or maybe you felt like this person has done that to you, but there was too much drama is what I'm getting here. A lot of drama, too many people involved. Too many people trying to stick their fingers in the pot when really the pot's only made for two here. So I do feel that there's a breakthrough when it comes to how to express yourself. You may be journaling more, as mentioned. If I did mention that, you may be meditating or really connecting with nature, because you have here in the month of September, you have some exciting, spicy new opportunities coming in for you. So you may be ushering out the old, but get ready, because there could be something new in its place. I feel for a lot of you, if you are seeing someone new, this is an exciting time, and you could even be traveling. You could be meeting their parents. I'm also getting you could be meeting children or meeting their pets as well. There's something here with collaboration, connection, and meeting. This does not have to be a romantic partnership. This could be a friend. You may be going to a friend's house and meeting with their family as well, or meeting their significant others. But anyone who brings drama to the mix, you're saying here, not my monkeys, not my circus. Let that energy stay at the circus, because I need to focus on what's right in front of me. So a lot of you are removing negativity, drama, toxicity, and just the lower vibes. I feel like you're cutting through that and you're moving on to something much more exciting with the spices. For those of you that have been in a relationship for some time now and things have been a little bit rocky, there may have been a recent breakthrough. Okay, for some of you, you may be spicing things up. You may be changing your appearance or spicing things up behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. There's some new date nights. There's some new energy to the mix here, and I feel like there's exciting times ahead. Some of you are getting really excited for maybe a second honeymoon, for a trip or a vacation, because in the near future, you do have the camping card. This talks about a much needed escape. Okay, I'm also getting here, this is interesting and quite cute, forehead kisses. So there could have been, or there is someone in your world who gives forehead kisses. Okay, There's a trip planned. I mean, this could be spontaneous. This could be travel. This could be a holiday. It could be a second honeymoon or maybe a first honeymoon as well. So I feel like this is a really adventurous, exciting time for you, possibly even marriage, right? Family, kids, moving in together. You may have had a breakthrough when it comes to your love life. And for those of you that are just on the cusp, you can feel that there is a breakthrough coming in to your energy field. So let's dive in here, Scorpio, and see what is on the agenda for you. We're going to get all the cards out here for your Celtic Cross. Now, I do feel that emotions have been high. Emotions have been quite intense. Some of you are still healing from maybe a situation that has been challenging for you between you and a family member or you and a loved one or someone close to your heart. But I get that there's going to be some form of communication. Some form of communication, even if that communication is closure, okay? That's important for some of you. There could be communication coming in, even if it's closure. Some of you are waiting to hear back from someone, okay? You may have poured your heart out, or maybe you wanted someone else to respond to you, but I feel like you're over it. You're over it. Anything that left a sour taste in your mouth, Scorpio, you are over it. So let's see what else we have coming out here. Let's take a look at environment. Okay. Some of you could also be taking a guy's trip or taking a girl's trip. Maybe you're getting together with a sibling or a parent as well. All right. You could be getting together with your children. Someone's child may also be coming home from camp as well. All right, what do we have? Six of Swords. Yeah, getting out of that situation that left a sour taste in your mouth, right? Because there was a tower in the background here. What's coming in is the sun. I mean, this is gorgeous. What do we have here? Breakthrough. You have a lot of major arcanas. You have the moon. You have the tower. You have the sun. You have the judgment. And we're not going to look at that final outcome until the end of your reading. So let's dive in. The Six of Swords is all about transition. It's about a needed change. There was something in the past that you were reluctant to change, but now you're on board with because of that breakthrough moment, because of a tower that may have occurred in your life. When the Six of Swords shows up as your overall main energy for the month of September, this is about freeing yourself from something that may have been beyond repair in order for you to head towards something far more exciting. The Six of Swords is about leaving the past behind. It's a journey to something better, to something more adventurous, more spontaneous, someone who respects you on all levels. And I feel that there could have been someone around you that had a lot of skeletons in their closet. They had a lot of shadows or sharks in this case below the surface. And you may have found out about some of them, or you may have seen this person in distress. Or you may have seen them at their worst, in their moment of being triggered or letting the shadow side of them expose. And it may have caused a tower moment in a relationship. Okay, I feel like you are taking a step back. And some of you are leaving even an abusive or toxic situation behind. Even though you are embracing the unknown here, the challenge for you is some pain or difficulty or illusions. And I feel like that's what this tower is. Some illusions were shattered. Maybe you thought this person or this relationship was going to be different this time, or that was going to be your person. But you're seeing here something that maybe you didn't like about them. The moon card showing up as your challenge is about truths being exposed, Scorpio. This is about the shadow side, again, as we talked about, the shadow of a situation coming up. And in the recent past, you do have the tower. So you dodged a bullet with this one. If this is something new, let's say there was an exciting situation of the past that came up, I feel like you dodged a bullet in a sense where if you left that situation, or if you found out, or if you heard a rumor, I feel like it may have been true. Okay. For others of you, you may be saying, I'm glad it happened when it happened. Okay. I'm glad this happened in the past. So now I know the truth of it before I got in any deeper, is what I feel here for you. Even if you were pretty deep, right? Even if you were pretty deep, I feel like you're finding the truth out now in order for you to move forward. Okay, so kind of the same energy here about trusting in the unknown. I do like the moon card in reverse because it means that you have the clarity now in order to move forward. It means that even though your path moving forward may feel a little bit uncertain, there's a feeling of excitement here, excitement of embracing that unknown. So it wouldn't surprise me if maybe the Fool was your final outcome, or if there's some sort of coming back, right? Making a comeback. As I always say, that comeback is stronger than the setback, which we do see here in the Judgment energy. There could have even been some choices that you've made that you've repeated in the past here, but you've learned a very valuable lesson, and there's a breakthrough coming in because you're not repeating something. Okay, it could be the squirrels, it could be the squabbles, the back and forth, the should I stay, should I leave, should I cut off this communication, should I keep trying? So I am getting a lot of back and forth here in the past. Now, what's below you? 8 of Coins. Working on your relationships. You're not a quitter, and you didn't want to give up on a situation. When the going goes tough, you don't want to just walk away from it. You want to learn, you want to heal. And someone around you may have been inconsistent. Maybe they didn't know how to work on this relationship. But the 8 of Coins, this is about acquiring some sort of expertise. There could have been expectations or perfectionism. Some of you, this is about someone not willing to try hard enough, or you may have tried as hard as you could to work on your own self-development or to work on this relationship. And I feel like there could have been third-party energy required or needed to help you see it from a different perspective, whether it's a therapist, a trusted family member, a coach, a mentor, someone who can help you grow and evolve, and again, see beyond just the rose-colored lens. In the recent past, there's a needed change. I actually like the Tower in reverse because it means that it's not so much a painful transition, it's a needed transition. And it doesn't mean that it wasn't painful. It certainly could have been. But I'm getting more of a sense of liberation, more of a sense of freedom here for you. This could have been anything in your life that shifted and altered the course, the destiny. And even though you may have thought, right, because the ego likes to think, it knows, you may have thought something was going to turn out a certain way, but then it course corrected and it pivoted. So the Tower came in and said, wait a minute, slow down, Scorpio. You thought that that person was going to be in your life forever, or you thought that this person had changed their ways, but really we're here to show you that there's a different path. There's a different, exciting new opportunity here with the Tower. Now, what are you bringing in? What's above you is a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement, a lot of pleasure and travel, possibly exciting times with people who respect, cherish, and honor you. The Sun card can be the happiest card in the deck. It's about good health, success, and enjoying life with those that love you and that you love in return. But sometimes we don't believe that we're worthy of good things. We think, well, can this really be too good to be true? Could this new person really show up after I've lost love? Or can this person or this relationship really be the one after so many bad apples? Excuse me. But I feel with the Sun showing up here, Spirit is saying embrace this joy. Embrace the moment. Revel in the sweet sunshine, the sweet happiness of some good memories and good times, regardless of how long they last. Because we all know on this journey, having this human experience, that we're going to deal with highs and lows. That pain is part of the process. It's inevitable, right? That change is part of the process, but we don't have to suffer. Suffering is a choice. So right now you're being called to invite more sun, more abundance, more happiness into your world. And I feel like you're saying yes to the new opportunities and possibly new date, new adventure, new love. There's a shift in energy here in whatever way that shows up for you, and it's quite exciting. Because what's happening is you're resolving here in the future some sort of conflict, whether this was opposing views, right? Someone is finally willing to work together or collaborate, or you're finally attracting people who aren't so bullheaded, or people who don't know how to communicate because they're not emotionally mature enough maybe to do so. I feel that there is some sort of collaboration or working together here to bring about happiness. There was some friction. So some of you, there could have been a big argument or something change in your world with the person that you are with. Okay, this could have been something external. Maybe it didn't even have to do with you and a partner if you are partnered up. It could have been external. Someone moved, loss of a family member, job loss, birth, anything of that nature that shifts your world. But I feel like it possibly shifted it for the better here, because we have the sun and there's a coming together. There's a teamwork here, some sort of collaboration. If you are partnered up, you and your partner can work through this together and actually bring in a lot more happiness. And there's not as much friction as maybe there was in the past. So how are you doing, Scorpio? King of Cups. Your emotions may feel all over the place, right? This is your energy. So you may feel the highs of high, you may feel the lows of low, but at least you're feeling it. Sometimes we as humans tend to numb out the energy, or we tend to put up a little bit of a wall, or we get to a point where we feel a little bit cold at times, a little bit numb because we've been pained or hurt. I feel like you're learning how to find more peace within your emotions. You're allowing yourself to feel them and let the wave of emotion roll through you instead of letting it destroy you. Okay, so instead of letting those emotions get the best of you, you're feeling them. And it may feel like a roller coaster ride here, but what's happening is you are evolving and you're maturing in the emotional sense. And this King of Coins, he is someone who's very loving, very supportive, emotionally intelligent. He's very compassionate. And I feel like it's important for you not to let those emotions overrule you, but to, like I said, feel them like a wave when they do come in here, because there's a wave. There's going to be a lot of emotions of happiness, of excitement, of adventure, of love. Some of you Scorpios wear your heart on your sleeve. There could be someone coming in offering you a love offer here as well, or some sort of apology. But I feel for a lot of you, there's change needed, and you'll never go back to or allow yourself to go back to that shark moment when things were really, really difficult. You know what that feels like, and I feel like you don't want to go back to that. All right, so what's happening here in your environment? There is focus. There's a need to focus. There's a need to cut through any of the BS, right? Ace of Swords showing up here says if there's any miscommunications, there could be some indecisiveness going on. Again, some back and forth. That's why it's important for you to not make decisions based on emotions that are overtaking you or overpowering you with that King of Cups in reverse. Now, Ace of Swords here is about communicating effectively and compassionately. Some of you may have cut off communication altogether though as well, but some of you are getting clear on what it really is that you need to do to be able to invite this new beginning and this happiness into your world. So definitely a newfound sense of clarity here. This is the card of a breakthrough, which we see happening around you. Now, other people around you may be confused, but not you. Not you, Scorpio. Other people may be confused because your actions are different than they were in the past. Maybe you have given someone a second chance over and over again, and they're expecting you to do the same, but you're not. Maybe you were the first one to make the first move, but now you're not doing that. So you are responding or reacting in a different way, and it's throwing someone off their track, right? Someone is saying, what's happening here? This isn't the Scorpio that I know. But that's okay, because you're saying, you know, again, not my circus, not my monkeys. You deal with that. I need to work on me. So what's going on in the hopes and fears? You have the Judgment card showing up. Be sure that you're not letting your fears, false evidence appearing real, of some of these illusions. Yes, they may have shattered, but allow yourself to live and lead with your truth, not the fake truth or the truth that no longer exists. Okay, some sort of illusion. Don't let someone steer the ship for you. There's a past that you have, that we all have. The Judgment card is about healing the wounds of that past and not judging yourself for what you did not know. Okay, so some of you, you're releasing and working on releasing judgments. You're not avoiding this change that's coming in. You know that it's necessary. You're working on healing your world and changing your life for the better. This is all about a second chance. You want a second chance here at love. Okay. And some of you, you feel like if you were to go back to that old energy, I'm saying energy here. It doesn't mean it's a relationship, but it's just the energy or the vibration. You feel like there would be negative consequences, which there would be because you don't want to be there. And that means that there would be a dissonance going on with the head and the heart. You truly wouldn't be attracting or in the energy of what your soul really desires. You would be going there based on maybe trauma bonding or, learning lessons that you already learned. You don't need to repeat here. And this judgment card is saying, you've earned a new beginning. You've put in the work. You've put in the time. You can allow yourself to have this second chance. You can allow yourself to have this happiness and to embrace this unbridled joy. Powerful energy here, Scorpio. So I do feel like a lot of you, there's some life-changing opportunities coming in here for you. The judgment is a compassionate, kind review of the past and saying, okay, I know what I did. I know what they did, but I can't bring it into where I'm going because it's not going to work, because we'll be hanging on to that energy and we don't want to hang on to that energy. That energy needs to shift. And in order for it to shift, we can't keep pulling the past into the present moment because we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to stay stuck. We're going to stay stagnant. So a lot of you are recognizing this new opportunity, but you have to leave the past in the past and forgive, because this can be about forgiveness as well. Final outcome for Scorpio in the month of September 2023, you have here the Five of Swords in reverse. So there is some sort of compromise here, compromise to win. Now, I'd rather see the Five of Swords in reverse if I'm to see it. There's still a little bit of that back and forth, but I feel like you are choosing what battles to fight and which ones to walk away from. And I do think here that for a lot of you, you're choosing to, it could be 50-50. Take it as it resonates. It's whatever your energy is, but you could be choosing to walk away. And I will tell you here, energetically, you are choosing to walk away from that old energy, whether that has to do with the physical, where you're walking away from a physical relationship, or if you're deciding to compromise, meet in the middle and allow the past to be and stay in the past here. Whatever this is for you, it's your story. But energetically here, I feel like you don't want to deal with that mental conflict or that, illusion, the lies, the stories that may have been challenging, the hurtful words. There could have been some undercut negative comments made to you here, or there could have been some gaslighting, or all of those words that people use these days, right? Love bombing, right? People telling you something and then completely turning it around to make it seem like it's your fault. So I do feel like there's a lot of games being played here. That's what you're walking away from. So if anyone in your life is making you feel bad about you speaking your truth or being who you are, or it makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells, Scorpio, you are walking away from that energy once and for all. Let's take a look at the wisdom of the Oracle. What is showing up here for Scorpio, please, in the month of September? What do we have? You're definitely heading towards things that are a lot more exciting, I will say, but I do feel more balance for you as well. Yeah, all that glitters. And this is the card it's card 16. There's the Tower. It's saying here that all that glitters isn't always gold. So there the masks are coming off. You can see the two masks that are sitting on that pile of gold. So just as we talked about with that Tower, there could have been a situation in your life where you thought, wow, this person has it together. They're being honest. They love me for who I am. And then boom, something is exposed here with the Moon card that says, you know what? This person isn't as they played themselves out to be. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing. And when it comes to relationships here, it says it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title, or a position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of a diamond. These icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks that people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or the person? Sometimes we try to be something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of something else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface and beyond the mask to the essence of a person, who that person is, not what he or she can give you. It's important to see beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. Yeah. So again, all that glitters isn't always gold, but the fact that you have double 5 showing up in your outcome and the future, there's some sort of an ending here, and I am going to read the protection message for those of you that are contemplating, should I stay? This is a signal to walk away from what you are contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation that you'll be sorry about when you got yourself into it. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how Spirit protects you? Because better things await. Yes, they do, Scorpio. We see that happening here. But also, Spirit is reminding you that protection is redirection, right? You're being protected, and that may be that bullet that we're dodging here in the recent past. That could be that you're attracting more of this abundance by being able to walk away or let go of something that's falsified, right? Someone who dresses themselves up to be someone that they're not. They may talk a lot of talk, right? But they don't walk the walk, and they certainly don't stay consistent to their word. So you're escaping here through the camping. You're taking some time out. You're escaping a difficult situation. You could be going on vacation, moving, getting out of a house here. So there's a better, brighter future for you, but walk away from anything that feels like it's being masked up or someone who's not honest with you, because someone is going to show you their true colors quite quickly here if you haven't already discovered this truth. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly helps the channel as well. If you are vibing with the energy here and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Scorpio, for being here today. Lots of love.